This mod review is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. So today we're going to take a look at 5 placeable sell points. So we've already seen videos, I've already done videos on placeable sheds for your farm, placeable silos for your farm, placeable buy points like for our fill triggers for seed and fertilizer, lime, and such. And today, continuing with the idea that Farm Sim 19, with the build your own farm concept, is the farm sim of placeable objects. We've got 5 placeable sell points. So let's say you're on a map, and for some odd reason, it maybe is missing a sell point for a particular product. Had that happen just a little bit ago. I did a mod review on a map that for some reason was missing the milk and egg sell point, of all things. And embedded in the map were chickens and cows. Didn't make much sense. But one of the videos, or one of the mods in this video, is a placeable milk and egg sell point. Very convenient to be able to put that down on the map to be able to play and not have issues. Maybe you're playing on a map that only has one sell point or has very few sell points, and you want to basically get some price competitiveness going on there so that you have a better option or a better chance at finding a really good price to sell your crops more often. So let's take a look at the first one. The first one is a massive grain complex that would be perfect for a large spot on an American map. Is the Placeable Elevator sell point for $1 million. And this thing, as I said, is absolutely massive. Let's put it down here. Now we are on Ravenport, and I've gone up here on one of the fields up here on the hill, field 12 actually, and used the landscaping feature and flattened out a giant area up here and put gravel down just so I'd have a place to put placeables when demonstrating them. But let's take a look at this facility. So this particular placeable can be found over at PCSG, and it is modeled after a real facility in Princeton, Missouri, as the description says. The way it works is you've got your dump point here. So you would back in to this particular dump point, and this would work with gravity trailers or tip trailers alike. Now, if you do tip the trailer, make sure you don't back too far in. You don't want to run into a tip collision up there and have your trailer go all crazy on you. But let's take a look at how massive this thing is. Run way down here to the end. Lots of little GSI bins. And on the back here, we've got the basically the office building complex to manage the whole place. We've got stacks of grain dryers up there. And on this end, we've got 3 big bins on them, all with fans blowing, background sounds, and everything. Pretty cool setup overall. Now, it does require a pretty massive space in order to put this down, but it will add a level of realism to any American map. Now, apparently, with the original, the real life sell point, there's a train track that runs through here, and this would be the pipe right there that would fill into the trains. There is no train modeled this particular sell point. Now let's show you here. Oops, in the prices screen, you'll see show up here as granary. That is this particular sell point. And the prices are basically standard prices. They're not adjusted high or low as far as the sell point goes overall. Let's take a look at our second placeable sell point. And it is a placeable dairy. So this particular mod can be found over at modhoster.com. It is not a small placeable, but not near as large as the one we just looked at. So let's say you are, for some reason, you don't have a place to sell milk on the map, or you're just looking for a more full-fledged dairy placeable option to sell your milk versus maybe just having a little dump grate. Some maps seem to have you dumping your milk out on a grate at just a general sell point. Well, now you can put down a purpose-built dairy operation. Come in here, and then you just basically pull your trailer up here to the delivery gate, and that's where you're going to be delivering your milk. We've got some nice milk tanks set up here, some vertical tanks, silos set up, and just a nice facility overall. So this particular sell point can be found, as I said, over at modhoster.com. And there is a link to the description below. Now, let's take a look at our third placeable sell point. It is a universal selling station. Now, this one actually has two options. And what's so neat about this one is well, actually, let's go to the store. And Supreme Milk, I didn't show you where that shows up here in the prices screen. So Supreme Milk is the sell point we just put down that offers milk. And looks like it's a pretty good price, but I haven't seen and used this particular mod enough to know if this is just an abnormally high standard price or if this particular mod just has abnormally high milk prices in general. All right, back to the universal sell point. Got a little ahead of myself. So what's cool about this one is it's just a dump. Okay, you could put this anywhere you wanted. Wanted to make the stockyards a sell point. Well, you could. You could just come in here. And, of course, we don't own this land. We have to own it, right? Have to have land that you owned. Here, we could put her down, and now it's a sell point. Let's see here. Let's go somewhere else. Where that concrete facility. Sell point there. Say, all right, let's go over here. Here we are. It's that concrete. So we've got this concrete place, which really is overall it's not used by anything. See, it says cement factory. So, overall, it's not used. It's just decoration. It's down here, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Well, you know what? I would like to turn it into a sell point, and it's just that simple. Just put her down, and now I've got a sell point. They do show up in the mini map. Universal selling. That's the one put down, and here's the universal selling 150. Jump over to that one. Here we are. Now the concrete factory is a sell point for whatever we want to sell down here for whatever reason. The concrete factory is buying grain. Let's take a look at the prices. So universal selling prices are basically just standard price scale. Universal selling 150 is 150% price scale. So you're pretty much guaranteed to get a really good price at the universal selling 150, whereas the universal selling is going to be more of a standard fluctuating price. So there is that one. So that particular mod is also available over at modhoster.com. In fact, the rest of these that I'm going to show you are available over at modhoster.com. They seem to have a large selection of placeables as of late. The next one we're going to look at is the Raphheson, which is advertised as a sell point with decoration. Oops, let's get back up here. So it's not just like the universal sell point, which is just a dump grate. It is more like the dairy here. But once again, this thing is a massive structure. See it right here. Let's go ahead and just down this thing. So we've got a massive structure here set up. Lights, we've got shipping containers, trash and random things set up here. And then here is your dump grate, bins, warehouse looking building. Overall, it would fit in most maps, I would say. Just need to find yourself a good spot to put this down, and presto, you've got yourself a pre-made sell point ready to go with decorations. Let's take a look at it in the pricing screen. It's coming up as Raphheson, and I'm probably saying that completely wrong, and I'm just going to acknowledge it. That is going to be the case. You can see we've got standard prices once again, not overly inflated prices. And for the most part, all of these sell points are basically offering to buy all of our standard crops, our root crops, and the Raphheson here is also taking, as is the universal selling, is taking silage, hay, straw, and grass, and manure, and slurry. So looking for a slurry sell point, got one right here. Got lots of options now for milk, don't we? Now, let's take a look at our fifth and final sell point. That is the little baby. Little baby is small compared to everything else, right? The little wee small milk and egg sell point. Now, I think this one would be really awesome if it was also modified to accept wool. Then you'd have one small sell point that would accept basically all of the animal byproducts, be that wool for the sheep, milk from the cows, or eggs from the chickens. Of course, horses just increase in value, and pigs just reproduce, so you can obviously sell them back at the animal dealer. But it's pretty simple. We just got a garage building here with a little bit of a oil stain, and then trigger. So you can roll on in here and sell your eggs or sell your milk. Very small building, easy to place. All you need to do is actually own the land in order to put this thing down. And there you go. Let's take a look at the prices screen. We've got the sell milk and egg. That is the one we just put down. And we've got a pretty decent price for eggs and a pretty standard price for milk. So guys, that is our fleet of 5 placeable sell points. Some of them you're going to need quite a lot of space in order to put down, but then you've got the universal sell point, which is really flexible. You can pretty much put it down anywhere you want and turn any structure into a sell point by just plopping down that grate. And then you've got the egg and milk sell point. Now the only problem I would say you're going to run into, I knew what I was doing, is if you put down a lot of these universal sell points, how are you gonna? You're gonna need to use the hotspot to pretty much know where you're putting this thing down at. Let's see here. That is already a sell point. So this is a sell point. Looking for that. Here's the horse facility. Horse facility right now is just a decoration. It doesn't do anything. But let's say you wanted to make this a sell point. Well, there you go. Now it's a sell point. Let's say you wanted to make this this area up here a sell point. Well, you could do that pretty. There you go. Now, what I wanted to show you, the reason I put those down is, how do you know which one is which? Okay, so now we've got 3 down. They've all got 3 different prices, but I don't know. I want to sell my sunflowers at this one, but I don't know which one it is. Well, you're gonna have to hotspot it, and then you get your green beam. Okay, it would be cool if they would somehow increment and somehow have dynamic signs, something. have a clue where they are, but you can always green beam them. There you go. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please go ahead and click that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think about these mod reviews on placeable objects. You know, to some degree, I am hesitant to do more videos on placeable sheds just because we've got a whole ton of placeable sheds I've already done videos on. And what's the purpose of showing you yet another shed, right? You know, the same goes with a placeable silo. Unless it really stands out to me, I don't think I'm going to do another video on placeable silos. But I did think that the placeable cell points was one aspect that I hadn't covered up till this point that really seemed to stand out as a cool function of Farm Sim 19. So let me know in the comments what y'all think. So until next time, guys, happy farming.